Good morning. This is Brian Rowley in Toastmasters, and I today am going to record this video to show two things. One is how to use Google Docs. Google Docs, by the way, if you're logged into your Gmail account, as I am here, you will see that under this matrix here, there was 9 dots in that little square. If you click that, when you scroll down here, you'll find Docs. Will be somewhere in here. I'm not sure how yours will be arranged. My arrangement of my Google apps is it's customizable, meaning I can move these things around any way I want them. And so here is Google Docs, which I'm going to put my stuff back anyway. Here, so I'm going to go to Google Docs. It fires up a new tab, which you can see here. If you wanted to start a new document, you would click this plus sign, which I will do just to show you how that looks. So I'm going to call this one using Google Docs. Right, so that's pretty straightforward. Anyway, what I usually do is type the title here at the top, and you'll see where it says untitled document. If I click there, it fills in the top line to be the name of my document. So what have we done so far? We've clicked the 9 dot matrix near your, so when you're in Google, your ID or your account information is here at the top right, and just to the left of that we clicked on the 9 dots. We went here and opened Docs. So far that's what we've done. So it's near your user ID information at the top right corner of your screen. Correct? Alright, so we clicked that, and then you just find Docs, Docs in that list and click it once. It will open in a new tab. Then we click the plus sign, plus sign in the top. It's really the top left. Then it's kind of colorful and big, so you shouldn't miss it. To start a new document, name your document, top line, and then click the top left where it says untitled, and you will see it fills the title with what you have typed in line 1. Okay, so that's what we've done so far, and I demonstrated that while we were doing it. So here's what it says: untitled. It starts off with untitled document, probably document, and then once you click there, so if this had not already been in here, if I take that out, what it does, it says untitled document, and then if I click it, it fills in this, whatever was in line 1 goes here. Makes it easy to find your stuff if you name your documents. So name your document, the top line, then click the top left, and you'll see it fills it in. So we've done all of that. All right, so that's a demonstration on Google Docs. Now we're going to move on to how to add a virtual, oh, by the way, so what happens when I close this? If I go here and I close this document, I don't really have to close it. I'm just going to open one, because I already started one for the other part of our project here, which is to add a virtual. So if I double click this, after clicking, so from here what I did was I clicked on File, Open, and then in my list it offered me something that I already started here. Alright, so steps to add a virtual background to Zoom. First you need to download the files, download the file you need It's a zipped file, but we'll get to that. You need from Toastmasters.org, and I can make that. Can I link that like this? Yeah. Okay, so that made it a link. So what I did was I selected, if you want to know what I did, I selected the text like this, and I typed Control K on my keyboard, and it made it into a link. And if you don't believe me, if I go here and click, you'll see it just takes me right there. I don't think you don't even have to log in at this stage. You can just go find it. If you type background here and you just hit enter, you'll see it'll give you a bunch of choices. We worked on this one last time when we were setting our timer zoom backgrounds, and today we're just going to do our zoom backgrounds, and there are a bunch of these, so I'm just picking this one because it's the most obvious, easy to demonstrate. If I choose this, oh, here we go. If you scroll down, it says download graphic file. All right, so I'm clicking on download graphic file, and if you noticed, it showed a little icon here, fired up, and showed me that there's something new in my downloads folder. You can just click right here on the file name, and if you're on Windows, it will just open it. And I'll bring that over to the screen I'm recording. There you go. All right, so in here, if I double click this folder, it'll show me all the files that are in there. And you probably won't have this red icon, but that's my image editor icon. Not that you need to know that at the moment, but if I just click the top line, hold my shift key, and click the bottom line, now if I drag these into my pictures here, I can put them in a place that's a little more discreet, let's say. I could put them in here and find my Toastmasters file in here and put them there. But you can see everything named Toastmasters is just here. So that makes it easy to find. When I go back to trying to get this information so I can find it to put it in my background, where were we? Steps. Okay, so download the file, we did that. So you click the zipped, it's called a zipped file. We don't have to go over the details of that. Wants to open it from your downloads. So your downloads icon is here. If I click that and I click TiZoom virtual backgrounds.zip is what it says there. If I click that, it just opens the file from your downloads. I'm just going to call it a button because it's not really a folder. Top right near your ID. So this is my ID, and this is my ID. So I suppose I should be specific, but it's at the top right. It says downloads. If I click that once and click this once, you'll see it opens that file, just like we've already covered this, but I wanted to review it so you can see that does indeed work. And then you're going to double click to open the zipped folder and collect those files in your, I put them in my pictures folder. You can put them anywhere you want, but that's where I'm going to put them because that's where I'm looking for images. So we double click that, it opens, and then I dragged them into my pictures folder. And now we are ready to use those images in a virtual background on Zoom. Okay, so that's about getting ready. That's just getting the files to where you're ready to use them in Zoom. Now in Zoom, log in. Okay, so let's go to Zoom and we'll log in. There's Zoom. I have to log in here. Like that, I think. All right, now I'm logged into Zoom. It doesn't like my spelling of log in, so let's log in. All right. So back to Zoom, and I see I'm logged in. I'm going to go to home. I'm going to start a meeting because it's going to be a lot easier for me to demonstrate this with the meeting already open. And I don't care about audio, so just going to drop that. All right, so here I'm logged in. I should love my background. This is leftover from another meeting. All right, if I go here and I change my virtual background, then what I want to do is choose a background that has Toastmasters in it. So just to stop that obnoxious little unicorn, I'm going to choose this image. This is an old image of me. And in Toastmasters meeting, what do you know? All right, so what we want to do now is click the plus sign and add an image, maybe several. But we know where to find them because they're here under pictures because we just put them there. So if I scroll down enough, if I want to see what I'm doing, by the way, this little select a file to preview, it says here. So if I select that, it's going to show me what's here. If you don't see that screen, if you hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and type the letter P like preview, I'll show you what that looks like here. If I go Alt P, okay, so yours might look like this, but if you hold down Alt and type the letter P, it will show you a preview of what the image looks like. So which one do we want? There's a boardroom. There's a different blurrier boardroom. There's a more boring boardroom. And, you know, it's up to you what you want. I'm just going to choose one like this. If I can click it once and click open, or I can double click right here. And now you see that my background is that dark blue, and indeed I have a background here. And these are the ones that where we were working with our timing, green, yellow, red. So you could have all of these in your images, in your virtual backgrounds choices, and then depending, you know, when you're the timer, you can use these colors. When you're not the timer, you can use one of these. You can add one of those other images, like the more boring boardrooms. This one maybe. Okay, so there's an bunch of empty chairs and a big old window and a table there, but it seems a little cold to me, but that's okay. You do what you want to do. This is it, and I'm done. I haven't finished the steps though, so let's go back out to the steps where we were writing our steps and see. Here we are. Okay, so now we're in Zoom. Oops. Did I close the wrong thing? No. All right, so I'm in Zoom, and then, so we logged in. What did we do? We had to click on the little arrow next to video at the bottom. Right, it was at the bottom left of your Zoom window. Here we go, bottom left. So it says video. We click that little, it's a little up arrow, and we choose virtual background. All right, so we did that. All right, I'm done with that. It'd be so nice if you just take me back to my document. Okay, so this is an arrow. Next to the video, it's a little up arrow, I guess. So it gives you that menu. So from menu, choose virtual. I don't know. I don't even know what it says. I've done it so many times. Let's go see what it says actually, because it says choose virtual background. Well, that's what I said. Why are you fighting me? Okay, choose virtual background, and then in that window, click the plus sign. It's kind of tiny, but you'll see it. Plus sign. Navigate. You have to find to the place where you stored your images. my case, it's pictures. Sorry if I'm mumbling. Sometimes I forget that I'm supposed to be speaking to an audience, so I really have to project. Taking deeper breaths now. All right, so navigate to the place where you stored your images. Choose the one, because you can only choose them one at a time, want to use for your background, and Zoom will assume you meant right now, because as soon as you choose it, it just shows up as your background. So you can repeat these steps for other backgrounds you want to use. And that's it. I think that we're done. And it's a whole lot more recording than I wanted. That's 15 minutes versus this is probably a 5-minute process once you've done it a few times. But fact of the matter is, these are the steps, and it's near your little ID. When I say ID, I mean this guy here, by the way, because there are two of them. This is the one that's your ID in Docs, but this is the one that's your ID on Google, which gives you all of these cool services. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Once you open it from the downloads button. Okay, so that's it. I'm done editing. I'm done talking. Hope this was helpful to you. And this is Brian Rowley. I'm in so many Toastmasters groups. So let's see. This is so here are some of the groups I'm in. Town and Country. I'm in Palm Springs Toastmasters, and I'm in what is it? Desert Toasters. And I just joined Road to DTM group, which meets also virtually. Okay, so these two, the first two, meet that way, and then these are hybrid meetings. These others are hybrid meetings. Okay, there it is. So that's every group I'm in so far. I had joined another group, but I found that 5 groups was just one too many. So now it's down to these 4 groups, and we meet on Zoom, and we meet on Zoom. All right, there it is. So you're welcome to join me in any one of these meetings. If you don't have a DTM and you're headed that direction, I will send you information on this if you want it. Otherwise, I will see you in one of these other meetings. I'm sure I'll see you soon. And perhaps I will see you at the Speakers Bureau and at the Inland Empire, where Aaron will be making his presentation next Wednesday. All right, this is Brian Rowley signing off. It is, what time is it? 8:35 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. And I hope this hope the quality of this video and my audio works out well for YouTube, because this will be the second time I've recorded it. All right, good luck. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.